How's it going, Aquarius? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. What's up? Welcome to my channel. So I am doing bonus reads for May 2021, and if you're a first timer to my bonus reads, I do something completely different for the end of the month, just to try and give additional like life advice or insight, like what could happen for your sign. So I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot, and I forgot to tell you what I was doing. So I was just guided to do a message from future you, and I won't be using a tarot card spread for this. I am a channel for my guides who surround me with love and light when I do these readings. So I'm going to kick off the reading by using a butterfly oracle card. This is a new deck in my rotation, and I was just guided by spirit to do this, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you're here, it's probably for a reason. Keep in mind, this is a general read for Aquarius in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let me just shuffle this card. This is the Butterfly Oracle. Okay, this is kind of fascinating. So message from future you. It's saying that there's a healthcare change on the horizon for you. Okay, so I find that a little bit interesting. So let's have a look at this card. It's just absolutely stunning. I am in love with this deck. So is there a health consideration? I've run out of room here. I'm going to pause. Hold on. Okay, I'm organized. So we have that card from the Butterfly Oracle, and it's saying there's a healthcare change. And I'm just going to clarify this out and build your reading using the Witch's Tarot, which is so plush and amazing and gorgeous and stunning. I love this deck. And let's find out who this is all about here. So this is kind of interesting. So it looks like you could be getting some options on which way to go when it comes to your health. Okay, so let's keep in mind that it's not just about your body. Okay, it is your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart. There could be things available to you that maybe you're not super interested in right now, or you're a little bit skeptical of. For myself, I try to keep the Western medicine down to a minimum. Okay, so, and I've talked about like energy clearing and stuff like that on my other channel, Oracle Rising. There's people that do aura cleanses, energy clearing, people that practice like Qigong and Tai Chi. You know, Dolores Cannon talks about how she talks to people's higher selves, and they say that there is a way of working with the universe to eradicate illness before the time of a surgery needing to be implemented. So you could be facing something where you need to look at more options with the Seven of Cups and be very careful about which one you choose. I really don't want to slam the medical profession too much, because I mean, they're there for a reason. But I mean, I know so many people that have just been in the same situation as me, where somebody just wanted to write a prescription to sort of cover symptoms instead of really treating an ailment or an illness. So I'm getting here, you know, there's some research that you guys could do on your own. This could also reflect on somebody in your family, you know, so you don't have to take any one particular practitioner, whether it's going to be like, you know, Eastern medicine, Western medicine, holistic. I always have trouble saying this word, Ayurvedic, you know. There's always options, and there's tons of research, and you can look people up and see what kind of results. Just overall stay away from shady people and people that don't want to heal you. They just want to make the symptoms go away. Okay. Look at all of your options, and if you can't think of any options, maybe look for a forum or a group with somebody, like people that share that same thing, right? So that you can get some real talk. All right, so I'm going to pull another card here. So I've got the Queen of Cups here. So I do feel like this is going to be somebody around you as opposed to you, okay? And you might be their only voice. You might be their only caretaker. We do have the Queen of Cups here. She's taking a little break. She's taking a little tea break in her seashell, sort of composing herself. Because sometimes bad news, or what is perceived as a bad news or a bad diagnosis, can be really earth-shattering. Like, I'll just share with you guys that when I think I was like 7 months pregnant with my first son, I found out that I had cancer, okay? And like, I literally just plonked down in the seat in the doctor's office. But everything's okay. I'm okay. Like, I recovered, all of that stuff. But it could just take you a moment to collect yourself and maybe, like, really cloak yourself in serenity so that anybody around you might not be freaked out. And definitely take time and absorb what is going on. It's really time to call on your guides, everything you know, everything within you. This could be a time where you have to really sort of rise up on behalf of somebody else. And for a lot of you, I really see this as being involved in sort of like elder care. It could be one of your like one of your like parents or grandparents or something like that, or somebody in your family that doesn't have anybody else. And two, there's something about that. It's very, very challenging. It's exhausting, you know. So really take time for yourself. Explore all of your options very carefully with this Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups. And when we have the cups, it's like really an expose on emotion. So this could be future you tomorrow. It could be future you 10 years from now. I'm not going to give you guys a timeline because future you, like 10 seconds from now is future you. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to find that inner strength, you know, that sort of spine of steel, you know? And there might be a time for you to do some sort of a compassionate release for somebody also. So, like, you want to be braced for that. And that is incredibly challenging. I can't even imagine having to do it for a human because how many of us have had to do that with pets, you know? And it's just absolutely heartbreaking. But I think I'm getting off track. So I'm going to pull another card here. So I pulled the Eight of Swords. So have a quick peek. This is going to be your challenge, is like being in your own head, maybe feeling like it's too much of a responsibility and you don't know what to do, feeling trapped, you know, caring for somebody like that kind of long term or whatever it is, you know, especially if it carries some sort of I want to say end date. You know, so it could feel like being trapped here. So this looks like a really big scenario. So you might want to prepare yourself for something like that, especially if your parents or your grandparents are at a certain age right now. I mean, it's not just a possibility that people cross over to the other side of the veil. It is a 100% guarantee, okay? It's just a matter of time and, like, you know, where. And I don't want this to be maudlin, but this is going to call on you to be that real champion and, you know, just rise up to be the best version of yourself that you can be and not be so blown apart by a diagnosis or anything like that you the words I'm getting here are like fail to be the best version of yourself when you're called upon in this scenario. So I'm gonna do another card here, and this is actually really cool that I pulled this Three of Cups. Lot of cups here. You have to watch for this Eight of Swords energy coming in and trying to take you over. This is fear and anxiety. This should not belong to you right now. So when you sense this coming in, it's important to remember the Queen of Cups and her self-care, okay? You need at least an hour a day of self-care. If you have to break it up into chunks and take 10 minutes and sneak a cup of tea in the backyard or go in the garage or hide on the balcony, so you can have that time to collect yourself and get out of that like sort of panic mode with the 8 of Swords. You need to do that for yourself. So I pulled the 3 of Cups, and this is the last card I'm going to pull. So this is kind of saying people have your back. There is a community around you. This is something that you're not going to have to go through alone. This could also be a really strong bonding experience between you and somebody if they're preparing to walk through the veil. Okay. You know, it can be a very touching moment, and it's very challenging, but you might want to prepare yourself by looking at what happens to people after they pass away. You know, I watched this show that was really super cool that could be helpful for you guys. What was it called? People had like afterlife stories and stuff like that, and I think it was on TLC, and it was really interesting, you know. So at some point in your life, you are gonna have to be beside somebody in a period of illness or departure. So really arm yourself and be ready and build up that compassion and strength that you're going to need. So this is really interesting. I hope I didn't scare anybody, but this is what I'm seeing. And this is in order for you to prepare yourself for that challenge, to be somebody's pillar of strength. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up, Aquarius, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.